No. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Battle. TSG. You know what? You're totally right. 100% right, TSG. Imagine trying to make a tier list but not knowing the characters' names. To be fair, I'm not the one who put all these characters in this tier list. I'm just there, and like half of them I don't like, not half of them, but there's a lot of names I don't know. But I know they're like, I know where I'm gonna want them, okay? So, like, I can't even remember some of the Xeno X character names. Like, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know the name of this guy, but I know who he is. I don't know the names of a lot of these people. Oh, the mom. Melia's mother. I know Tyrea. Okay, well, clearly we gotta see this is flawed. Oh, what do you say? I've made an Xeno X party members tier list based solely on combat. Debated about doing it as a personal faves though. Yeah, we're gonna make a good tier list, but we gotta add one. We gotta add one. The dad and the mom. So obviously, there's a tier list here that's best girls. Okay, these are reserved for the best girls. The best girls in each Xenoblade game, okay? Xenoblade X, Xenoblade 1, Xenoblade 2, Emperor Penguin. I know this dude's name starts with an O. And I know I'll hit myself. That's Gatto. That's that creepy guy from the one place. So what happens if I reset this? Okay, so it does actually do it. So, you know, you gotta sit and learn. I've actually never like made a tier list before, so this is completely new to me. Whoa, let's delete that row. Okay, well, let's get going on this. Let's stop wasting time. It's gonna be a while. You know, we'll actually add one more here, okay? Add a row below. That is, I don't know who they are. we'll keep that one down there. All right. Nice. Okay. So, I don't even know where to start. Where we should start with this. Unfortunately, I don't have a while. I gotta leave for class in 45 minutes. Hey, it might be done in 45 minutes. What is this? Tatsu's mom. And then we've got Nene. Okay, first of all, let's just put Nene. Nene's definitely S tier, okay? Nene, personality-wise, great. Caring for her brother, even though, like, all of their heart-to-hearts or whatever it was, and Future Connected, I think they're all great. Yeah, you can't. Lulurita. Yeah, but anyway, we're just gonna start here, all right? Quiet moments. I knew there was another name. Clearly this is gonna be rough. But Nene, definite S tier. Well, actually, we're gonna move her down to A tier. Her being just a freaking Rhine clone is kind of sucks here. But other than that, I mean, she's honestly awesome. Albus, I don't... Where'd we put him? Mild down. Dude. It's gonna suck. Dude, I've never made a tier list, so it's gonna take me some time just to decide where to put these people. Let's see, I should have thought about this before starting the stream a little bit. You'd think I'd be quick at doing this, but I'm not. Alright. See, like, I'm even forgetting freaking his name. Dixon. See, where's my, like, cheat sheet for the names? I feel like I should hover over these and get all these names. Initially, you go on your first thought, then when you're there, you adjust. Yeah, well, honestly, when it... Yes. When it comes to Dixon, seems like a very, very classy character in the middle of all of this. But as he gets going, you learn that he actually has quite a bit of, like, he just, you know, just suddenly on the big twist in Xenoblade 1, he becomes like, all of a sudden just hate the man. And then you feel sorry for him at the very end of it. But I mean, honestly, Dixon overall, let's go with, this is personal opinions. So, Dixon, we'll go beer tier. Dixon's cool character. He's got good, honestly, character depth, not great, but not too bad there. So we're gonna put him in a B tier. Not like, that's just personal feelings. I like the man, but he's kind of like Dunban though. Dunban's combat is definitely S tier in my book. I love playing as Dunban. However, his character as the older brother is kind of like in a C tier kind of thing, and like as a role model, I can't really say that I appreciate him as a character as much as I appreciate everything else. So we're gonna put him on the B tier layer as well, just because like I think he could be better overall in character development and things like that. But his combat's really, really good, so that really makes up for a lot of it. We've got the freaking chief of the Nopon village who freaking is like, hey, let's get rid of Ricky and just make him a hero pawn and then send him on some freaking adventure. All right, send him on some adventure with some strangers we know nothing about, and just say he's the legendary hero pawn. No, that's not how this goes, man. Pawning off your problems on other people, definitely get down there. You know what? We'll bring it down to the E tier. All right. Then we've got, is this that's Agio. That's Agio, right? So we got Agio. Honestly, freaking man just goes and just tears to shreds humans. Just why? You know, if you want to hurt the enemy, you take away their food source, and so he just goes and kills a bunch of people and then converts them into honestly, his plan was actually really, really good. His plan for just starving the Bionis was actually brilliant. Not very well executed until you got to the ones where of the man, I'm really bad at this. Just say like Metal Face and Zord and all of those guys. Actually, that was a brilliant plan on his part. Freaking genius. As far as character development goes, could probably be better, but you know, it's still pretty good. I mean, you don't really even know who he is or anything like that. He's the one behind everything until later on in the story. But honestly, I feel like we're gonna have a lot of A and B tiers probably. No, not A tier, not B tier. He's gonna be C tier. See, he's, you know, like a solid middle of the road. Fiora, I've got mixed opinions on. Like, I think she's honestly, I think she's a good character, but I'm not one like her whole thing is about basically loving Shulk, and I'm fine with that. You better be careful when you put Fiora, right? I'm okay with Fiora, and her combat is pretty good as well in the story, and yeah. What if I put her to utter trash? Okay, waifu tier list? Not quite, just a Xeno tier list though, man. Just the fact that I let her go down here is probably going to get me a lot of backlash. But we're not actually going to keep her there. She's, in my opinion, based off of everything there, we're gonna keep her in B tier. I actually put her between B and C tier somehow. I mean, I say between it, but like I can't really decide between the two. But honestly, she has a character is pretty good and her combat's pretty good. But she's just not really featured all that much in the story, and people love her. Gatto though, no. He's just D tier, man. He's not very. He's really there to help Sharla and develop her story. However, since these two are lovers, yeah, we're just gonna keep them together in the D tier. Charla though carries as a healer, but honestly, once you get past like her main storyline and with Colony 6, there's not really much there. It's just not really much there. Fiora's kind of Mary Sue, but I still like her. I don't know who Mary is. I don't know what you mean by that. By Mary Sue. Let's see. Who do we have next? Yeah, Rip Gatto and Shala, not really important. Yeah, they're not E or F tier. I think these are like horrible, utter garbage people. This character though, like this one, just utter trash. Absolutely no development at the very end. He just killed himself. Like, what? Why? Monolith, your story in Future Connected, utter garbage. Utter trash. Just put all of Future Connected down here except for Melia. And Shulk's outfit. All of that just deserves to be in the utter trash category. You guys gave two totally different definitions. Juju, he's F. He's a good meme, but I don't like him as a character. He acts on impulse and doesn't consider the consequences of anything, while Charla is still emotionally like struggling. Just is there to protect freaking F tier Juju. S tier meme, yes. F tier character. J tier. Okay. We've got Melia's brother. Melia's brother is actually going to be up here on the A tier. This man has some class after being, you know, pure wow. You know, like when you get on stage or giving a presentation and completely forget everything you know? Yeah, that's me right now. And I can't remember the rate. Intia. Hi, Intia. There we go. Oh my gosh. I am struggling here. But anyway, as Melia's brother, his name is Callion. Shut up. Yeah, so Callion, great. Excellent depiction of a brother, and having been pure blood Hyentia, and having been raised by his psychotic mother, who has no care in the world for anything except for the Hyentia, like comes out as like so noble and everything, puts him way up in the A tier range. Let's see. Freaking Kino. Kino. I'm trying to name these people without having you guys tell me who they are. Kino, I don't like him at all. I think he's a whiny brat. It's just funny because I think Nene is A tier, but I think Kino is E tier. I don't like him at all. Oh, Kino, man, like, again, another acts on impulse kind of thing, and definitely takes after his father. I don't remember her name, but I do know who she is. She's Egil's sister, right? No, she's not. She's the person who's like the person with the Machina village. Yeah, that lady. She's that one. This is Egil's sister. This is Healer Lady. This is a giant train wreck, isn't it? Honestly, as a character, she's pretty good. I'm gonna put her in B tier. Just not a lot like not a lot of depth with her, but she's a very caring person and really good at her job. And look, she's with Fiora. That's fitting, right? Right? That's how that works, right? How sad is it when you have Nene above Fiora and Callian above Fiora? That's gonna make so many people mad. Lenata. Dude! Yeah, you're right. I should know all of these, right? I should. I don't. I definitely should, though. We've got, Crazy Mother. Crazy Mother, can go down there with... She's better than What's-His-Face, who commits suicide on the screen. Yeah, better than him, but... You know, same with Juju, kind of. They're not nearly the same tier. I don't like anybody who doesn't care for life in general, or like the well-being. And when she freaking goes and tries to kill, and then she uses Tyrea. She uses Tyrea for her own deeds. What kind of crazy person does that? That's horrible. Who would want to do that? Who would want to do that? This is that one commander guy or whatever who he was in Future Connected, and I don't know his name. He was basically in charge of those people who left Grandel because they were mad about some political squabble, and that should say enough about why he's E tier. Melia! He looks like a potato. Melia, best girl of Xeno 1 or Xeno Definitive Edition, hands down, probably the most overlooked character because she's overshadowed by Fiora for a lot of people. However, Melia's character, her heart, and just the struggle of her life is insane. And like, I feel bad for her because I don't necessarily, I'd rather Shulk and Fiora get together in terms of like relationship status. However, I feel really bad for Melia, but she holds herself in such a noble character throughout the entire thing. She just like really, her character in that just really look up to, and is extremely well done in my opinion. That being said, let's find her sister Tyrea. Tyrea, you think I'd hate her? Future Connected actually made this girl an S tier for me. So the music too, it was perfectly fitting. Tyrea, honestly, she seems really bad, but as character development in Xeno 1, they could have done a little more to help her along, get her character moving up. But honestly, Future Connected, the one time, like I said, besides just Melia and Future Connected, Tyrea and Future Connected, mad respect for. Like, A tier, sure, but I don't see. Yeah, I love Tyrea's character and the relationship with Melia, and maybe it's the synchronization with Melia that raises her tier level up from A for me, but she's definitely A S tier. But I like her more than Nene. And I tell you what, after Future Connected was done, I was certain we were going to get her as like a DLC character in the main game, and then we never did. And I was raging at Monolith. 100% of Future Connected. Didn't get Tyrea, but it felt like we were going to. And Future Connected was such a disappointment. Yeah, I don't know who you are, so you can just go down there. This is the Machina Village leader who's been alive since the Mechonis and Bionis were fighting together. Yeah, he's funny, so he's C tier. By the way, our hope is so good. There's a lot of good, like Xenoblade has amazing soundtracks. Are you arguing my Tyrea S tier, dude? Wait, I just saw the question with S tier. How dare you? How dare you question that? That's why I said you can yell at me all you want, but nope. Tyrea is solid S tier. Solid S tier, even as a non-playable character. The surprise quest you got in Xenoblade 1 or Xenoblade Definitive Edition, and then the future connected storylines really raised her character and just raised her attitude in general. And the fact that she watched over that one kid in Future Connected 2, who that one kid I kind of really enjoy. Yeah. Yeah, that's sad that I've forgotten who that is. And why did my music just stop? Tell me who that is while I find a new song. Alright. But she doesn't have a great significance. Has it not been? She was I mean, actually, the one quest she was in, actually I really did it. The one quest she was in Definitive Edition raised Tyrea for me. That is true. Didn't know that they were to fly or could fly. Why do I forget this guy's name? Tell it! Tell it to me! I'm just gonna move on. Orion, Ophidian, Afiasio. Yes, I know, but I can't remember his name because I can only remember the. How do I forget? The reason why is because I only affiliate him with this name. So I've completely forgotten. Stage Fright. Yeah, him as a character. The Mr. O. Yeah, he's gonna be down there with Charla. He doesn't like play a huge significance to me. Bombcar 61. Like, yeah, Otharon. Thank you. His name's a little weird for me. That's why I forget his, but I know it starts with an O every single time. So, Mr. O, D tier. There's not a lot. Like, I can't remember much with his story or his character development, and he's just kind of there. Like, he's just there to support Charla. Brigado. Hence, this has been renamed D tier to Charla tier. Mr. O is what I see it. Momcar! Momcar as a villain is probably B tier. I think Momcar as a villain is B tier. Maybe A tier. No, we'll put Momcar all the way up in A tier. I think he is really good as a villain in the story and being seen, and you thinking he is like almost the main villain for most of the story is really, really good. And it's just like a character you hate is a good character. All right. This is Tatsu's mom, right? Yeah. Momcar is a good antagonist. He does his job at getting hate. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like A tier villain. Him or her, Lularith. We'll put her on the Nopon tier. Nah, we'll put her. Whoa, nah. Yeah, she's kind of just there, as for Tatsu, just to add filler story, kind of things like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about her because she's just there. As far as this guy goes, I know who he is. He's a future connected character. Kind of helps upgrade the Monado to get the Ramado. He helps Ramado the Monado. But honestly, in terms of character, he's kind of over there on the E tier as well. We'll go E tier. Rhine though, Rhine man, the tank. The man, the myth, the legend, it's Rhine time. A tier. Okay, fine. Whatever, TSG. Rhine time, baby! Honestly, he's kind of in between the S and the A tier ranks. Because it's just kind of like... I mean, it's Rhine time. Great meme. Great meme. Look at that face, man. Look at that hair with that face. I mean, how do you not like this man? can't believe I put Dunban down here. We're putting him up there. We're doing this. Dunban's A tier. Ryan is there. Dixit and Fiora's down a level. I now regret my decision of putting Dunban down on a B tier. Ricky. I don't like Ricky. I don't like Ricky. Ricky, because I've come to appreciate him more. So he's gonna be C tier. I've come to appreciate Ricky more after playing Definitive Edition. However, he just seems like an annoying kid to me. Hence why Chief Dunga decided to not banish the man, but make him the hero pawn and send him on a beautiful trip through the ages. But Monado boy, though, should we put him in best girls? I actually love his character and his development. I'm actually gonna put him in A tier. The reason why is because in terms of story and character development, it's great. It's great. But in terms of him and his reasons for fighting everything, I understand. I understand the need or the want to go back and fight the person who killed Fiora in front of you. But that motive for a main hero of a story is driven by hate, not the need to protect, it's driven by hate the entire time until he sees that she's alive, and then it switches, but they never really give a reason afterward or define it very well in the story as to what the actual switch is or when it is. It just kind of happens, and I understand, it makes sense, don't get me wrong. However, it just that switch of reason, even though it makes sense and the motives change, like you say, it's just his motives never seem noble to me until after the Agio fight. So one switch was on Prison Island, the other was after his death. Yeah, that's what it's like, until after his death or anything like that, I don't feel like his motives in the story were noble. So I put him down to A tier because of that. Emperor, the Emperor person you told me about a little bit ago. Honestly, driven by the motive to protect his daughter. We're gonna put him, I kind of like his character development more than I like Ricky. So we're gonna put him in B tier. No idea who, wait, is this? Wait, is this that one kid who was Tyrea's, who they, I can't remember his name. The little kid who you find him by the windmills in Aerith Sea eventually. I don't know. If that's who I think it is, it's kind of hard to tell because they use the really bad image if that is him. But I'm going to put him in the I don't really know who they are category. Or is that Lularith? I don't know. Which character is that? I don't know. Now, mind you, I'm not going to remember a lot of these people's names, okay? Oh, look, it's Mecha Fiora. We're going to put her up in the B tier as well. I like Mecha Fiora more than I like Fiora. However, I think they both, like, Fiora I don't think needs to go down to C. Mecha Fiora I don't think needs to go down to C. So I'm going to keep them both in the same category. It's just her combat skills and things like that are all fine, but then she gets, like, jealous over Shulk and, like, relationship with Melia. I don't like that. I just don't like drama. Alvis, though, the Monado, best girl. Now he's S tier. I love a good mysterious character who he can do something that you're not supposed to do. Teelin, thank you, Teelin. I don't know for certain if this is Teelin. I think it's Teelin, but I'm not exactly sure. But Alvis, honestly, S tier, great character, and I love the development. How you see how he seems like he switches sides, but he really doesn't. He's just kind of there. I just love that kind of character development. Egil's sister, you can go down there with your brother. She doesn't really do anything. We'll actually bring you down a layer. She just doesn't do anything. And so she's just kind of like, you know, there for no reason. I don't know about Alvis, and I won't know more until details are released, but know that he's highly hinted at being the third Aegis. Yeah, oh, that is true too. Especially with the necklace change they did in Definitive Edition, Alvis is almost guaranteed to be that. And let's say that Xenoblade 3, if we got another storyline that's kind of like intertwined with the first and second, would be awesome. But I would rather have a Xenoblade X2. Please finish the story. So now we have Commander Vandam, right? That was his name? No. Am I thinking of somebody else? It's all Square Stash. That's how I remember his name. Yeah, he's Vandam. Yeah. Let's oh, see, I can't remember anything. Where was another Vandam at? Oh, I'm thinking of Xenoblade X. That's who I'm thinking of. All Square Stash though, he's there for comic relief and just to yell at troops. There's overreactions for a lot of things. We'll put him down. We'll put him down in C tier. Tyrea's mother, F tier. Wait. Who's this? Wait, isn't that's Tyrea's mother, right? Are they both the same? Oh, wait. That was Lorithia. Oh, I'm really bad. Judge me all you want. Vanguard best girl. Lorithia. How did I get that wrong? Wow. You guys can yell at me for that one. Lorithia is actually S tier. I really read in the face for that one. Holy cow. Well, she's not S tier, she's A tier. Like, Lorithia, I like a good conniving character in any of my stories. I'd honestly say she's kind of borderline insane, but she's really not. She's not S tier. Okay, TSG? But Lorithia, I actually really like her character. She sucks. She sucks. Yes, but she sucks. Because has good character development, or she has all right character development. But the way that her character is done makes me appreciate her being in the story. I like those people who are masterminds and pulling the strings in the background, and so that's what she is. But the reason why she's A tier is because she'll pay for her insolence. She doesn't have development, but her character in the story leaves an impression. So she just antagonizes Melia. Lorithia doesn't really do that. Lorithia is just kind of like she doesn't antagonize Melia. I guess not directly, but she's just kind of there. I understand she doesn't really have development, but how do you develop a character who's been alive for thousands of years? At the start of that storyline. Just saying. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Zanza. A tier. Solid A tier. I like him as a character. The pride that he has for being a god and the insanity he just shows during everything, the complete apathy he has towards anything and everything, just being like, I have the right to destroy everything. I think honestly makes the story really good. Okay, yes, I'm thinking early on in the stage of development, but after that part, she's clearly defined villain. Lorithia is clearly a defined villain at the end of the story. Her fight sucks, yes. But Lorthia being a defined villain at the end, antagonizing Melia, makes a good psychotic character, and I like a good psychotic character. I love psychopaths in story. I don't know if you guys have seen Akame ga Kill, but they have an insane psychotic character who just lives for justice. What? And you put her above Fiora! Yep. Oh, that's what I'm here for, to make people mad. That's why we do this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're starting on the Xeno 2. Xeno 2 Torna Golden Country people. Or we could finish up. I guess there's a couple more down here. I mean, we have Metal Face. Metal Face as an enemy. Again, I'm a sucker for a good psychotic character, but I don't think he's psychotic. He's just crazy. I don't think he's a psychopath. He's just crazy, so he's gonna be up there. Yes, he's higher than his compatriot. No, he's up there. Yeah. Mumkar's up there, but I think Mumkar, I define Mumkar and Metalface differently. As in, Metalface is strictly the Mechon. Mumkar can be Mumkar or Mecha Mumkar. There's only places Zeke belongs. If you don't put him there, you're actually wrong. Oh no, I can tell you exactly where Zeke belongs. Here's where Zeke belongs. That's where he belongs. And I hope you accept that. Zeke is best girl. There's no denying it. His character's there. He's comic relief, and it's amazing. And it's just like the faces he makes, the responses he gives. Is it
Hey, Charlotte.
Hey? He just responds to that. And I mean, like, you can't not love the man. However, in all seriousness, true Xenoblade best girl goes to Nia. Honestly, out of all the Xenoblade games, in my opinion, Nia has the best character development out of everything. And though her combat, like, she as a combat person, I'm not really a fan of most of her skills and things like that. But mainly rip Dromark. Let's just say rip Dromark right now. Like Dromark noble and everything, but he just has horrible combat and is just so overlooked in late story. But Nia, chapter 7 Nia, that's really where she thrives, is in chapter 7. And then the development from chapter 1, chapter 2, her interactions with Rex, everything just is crazy good. Crazy good. How do you fight against that? Adam, noble character, solid. We'll actually go solid A tier on Adam. Love his noble character and how he just always wants to do the right thing. And I actually think that Adam is on a higher tier than Rex. I'm not, like, Rex has good character and good intentions and things like that, but some of the decisions he makes are questionable. However, I always play his main character. I always play as the main character first playthrough through, and so that's how it is. But Adam, I appreciate more as a character than I do Rex. Hello! You can feel free at any point if you see anything on here you don't like. Feel free to yell at me. Aegeon, again, noble character, however, not really well developed. C tier blade, you know, high crit rate, kind of things like that. But, like, I don't know. there. He doesn't really do anything. My day is going well. Got off work a little early, so this is what I'm doing. We were talking about, actually, I'm in somebody's Discord talking about tier list things. And I saw a tier list and I disagreed with it, and so I decided to make my own, and there are a ton of characters. Ton of characters. We have Akos. Akos, solid character. I consider him kind of on par with Rex in terms of his character. I actually thought he was a girl for the first 3 chapters. So, yeah, I don't know. The whole play acting and things like that, there's just not really a lot that really gets me going with this character. Amalthus. I don't even know where to place this man. Where do you put a man who has no care for life or anything, but at the same time acts like he does and manipulates everybody? Like, it's so crazy. His character is so deep, but at the same time, it's not like he's a psychopath, even though he is. It's not on the... Funny thing is, I don't see Amalthus and Lorithia on the same tier of psychopath. Lorithia is more the type I appreciate. Amalthus is a good one, but I'm not sure I can put him... Honestly, because of the manipulation and just like how much he does, he's got to be C tier. He's got to be C tier. Klaus, though. Klaus, on the other hand, man. I love this man. His story, his background, somebody who learns from his mistakes. However, he does, dive into depression for countless years, but he tries to atone for everything he does and then leaves in the final breath. And just the connection between him and Zanza is insane. Like, you never saw that coming. I never saw it coming, but it was so freaking good. It was so good. Gramps is I'm actually gonna put him down on C tier. I don't really like much of what he brings to the table in the story. Obviously, in chapter the end of chapter 1 is really, and the end of chapter 10, kind of like his biggest roles, kind of. He is really good as a counselor, though, and he's there just as the background for everybody, and that is really good. Bridget! Love Bridget. Bridget and Morag together. Both of these characters, I was saying it on stream yesterday. Those two characters combined are the female powerhouse behind the story. Like, the fact that they are so extremely skilled in their crafts, they don't have Aegis or anything. And the fact that the first time you meet Bridget, you think that Bridget's going to be a bad guy, and then you learn that Morag's her driver, and you think she's going to be a bad guy, and they wind up not, is insane. But the fact that first time you encounter Bridget, she's by herself, and she's a boss fight, a mini boss fight, that's crazy. In the end of chapter 2, you get the actual boss fight with the both of them, and like, she's extremely noble character. She and Niall both are great. Niall is an A tier though. But, politicians, it's kind of hard for them to act. But Niall and Adam I see as very similar in terms of personality and development. Bridget is made better in Torna. I don't recall much about that. I just remember even in Xeno 2, just Bridget in general has just been an amazing character. Cressidas. Yeah, let's just say he's utter trash. I don't like his character, the blade at all, and I don't even know why he's on this. I don't like him at all. Same with I don't remember this dude's name. Just keep him out. Sever's F tier. He's better. But I still don't like him either. I don't like any of those 3 blades. I just don't care for. I don't care for them. Like, at all. Let's see. I forget this guy's name. But I believe this is Laura's, I don't know if it's actual father or stepfather or what. But basically just trashes Laura. And if you trash Laura, you're just gonna get destroyed. Like, you can't do that to Laura. In fact, Laura, you get the classification as being best girl in Golden Country. Okay, dude, I did not make whatever here. I didn't make whatever is on this list. I didn't put these here. I just didn't feel like getting rid of some of these guys. They don't really have any character development. Server and Perdido, yeah. They don't have any character development, which is either kind of utter trash. I like Sever better than I like Cressidus and Perdido. But they really don't deserve to be on this list. But, you know, I didn't make it. They're just kind of there. Hey, Van Lenore. Hayes, great character development. Definite solid A tier character. Not quite S tier. Doesn't give me the same vibes as Bridget, but she being there is just like a ray of light. The ray of light, Van Lenore. Amazing. Jen, S tier character in all respects. Character development brought to light more from the flashbacks that you see from him, and then learning more about the whole story and their relationship he had with Laura is just incredible. Malos, absolutely in a freaking amazing villain as well. Both of those, Jen and Malos, the power bromance that you see in the game. But Malos, just an insanely good psychotic character. Both of them together are amazing. Malos, great. Like, man, they developed those 2 characters so well. Mikhail, he's like C tier. He's just kind of like the pretty boy. But there's not really anything there much with him. The fact, like, he just seems more loyal to his friends than he seems a villain. So I don't really see any reason for him to be there. I forget this kid's name. Oh, I can't believe I forgot this kid's name. Crap. Honestly, though, for me, Golden Country Boy, I know, you can shake your head at me all you want. Milton! Thank you, Milton. Yes, so Milton, honestly, they're just as another traveling companion for Adam and Mithra in Golden Country. So honestly, just kind of, I think it could be better. His character development could be better, but he's a sweet kid and makes friends with young Mikhail at the same time. And honestly, he's a good character. And at the very end of that story, that is heart-wrenching. Like, it brought me to tears. Man, yeah. That's why it's like TSG. Milton, good character, and I think he's good being there. That's why he's B tier, is just because he's just kind of there. But his character actually plays a vital role in Golden Country. Minoth, honestly, I'm going to throw him down in C tier. Minoth in Xeno 2, who cares? Like, yes, he kind of plays a minor role. He plays a major role in directionality of where the characters are going, but kind of a minor role overall. And then you have Minoth in Golden Country, where he just seems like he's filled with not hate, but more just like apathy towards you know, his driver and things like that, so who really cares? I can tell you right now, next character is Mithra. Pyra, best girl of the three. So we got Pyra is going to be A tier. Mithra, just because I like Pyra better than I like Mithra. Mithra's going to be B tier. Numa, on the other hand, freaking love Numa's character. Solid S tier, not just because she's full power Aegis. I mean, look at that hair, her attitude and everything else is just going to be... Her attitude during the whole thing is just... You know, girl right up my alley. Just saying. Just saying. Aminoth is defiantly influenced by his driver, but he didn't go down a dark path. Yeah. Which is really good, and I understand all of that, but I still don't think it really pushes him past the C tier mark. Because he's still just, you know, kind of there. Forget her name. This is the only blade from the Tornin group that I actually liked. I hate her voice and I don't like her combat, but her character type, her character design alone, like, she's not going to go up to A or B tier. I'm going to keep her there on C tier. Actually, we're going to keep her on D tier just because there's nothing. Abrona, yep. Abrona, just because she's still technically a Tornin blade and there's no development or anything, she's going to be in the D tier category. But her design, the design for that blade. Yeah, Kyoka. I'm not saying, I wasn't trying to like say you were. I'm just saying it's just like, that is actually a really good fact. Don't all the new Torna blades have heart-to-heart? So technically they do have a tiny bit of development. They all do, but it's very small. It's the same thing with heart-to-hearts when it comes to Akos and things like that. Like, they don't really add anything to those character developments, unlike with Cosmos or any of those blades. Freaking the blade quests are insane. Like, all of those things just really blew up all of that. Pandoria, good companion to Best Girl Zeke. Just, there's not really much more besides that. She's a good character and a very, very good blade for Zeke. Helps kind of just keep him grounded, but also gets involved in everything that he does. Brona's the only new Tornin blade who had any sort of personality before New Game Plus. Yes, that is true. Brona's the only one where you see a little bit of a personality type, and just all of the moves she had and the way they kind of developed her character and the way she played with Akos just was phenomenal to me. Kyoka, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, but Pandoria, going back to Pandoria, her design's pretty cool, but there's just, I think there's more that can be desired from her, but she is a perfect companion for Zeke. Patroka, psychotic, solid B. I like her better than Mikael, who's tier C, but she's not near as much as like Jin or Malos in terms of character style or anything. I like crazy characters, but this just didn't sit right with me. She's just kind of mad at everything. Like, and I honestly, her being paired over here in the same category with Akos, I think that's fitting. Both those characters being, you know, brother, sister-ish. I think it works, but there's just not a lot there going for either of those characters. Poppy Alpha, though. Poppy Alpha, man. A tier for sure. A tier for sure, because Poppy Alpha is one of the best just blocking blades in the game. And she's so cute. Man, that little kid, just so adorable. I just want to go up and hug her constantly. Constantly. I just love her. Love her. Poppy Cutie, though. Poppy Cutie kind of just down here on the... We're actually going to put her on E tier. I don't like Poppy Cutie. She's just there and becomes like the freaking fan service maid. It's like, why? Why? Why you do this to me? However, Poppy Cutie Pie, love. S tier as well. Best combat. Most versatile blade in the entire game. personality is just great and everything. She still has like the childlike wonder in that cutie pie form. I mean, obviously looks fantastic, but I'm not going to get into the whole way they look kind of thing too much about it. I think I'm not one who likes a lot of skin shown, so I don't think that takes her down a little bit. But other than that, like everything goes for her. Like, I love Poppy Cutie Pie. Rock, D tier, man. I don't like Rock. I think his voice is annoying. He has a little bit of like deepness to him when he asks about his past driver, but really he's just overshadowed by Van Damme. Van Damme, solid A tier though. Seriously, trains up Rex, helps him to grow as a character, man, and he just has so much knowledge about Ether and everything else, man. They just, as a character, he's fantastic. Tora is my second favorite Nopon. In terms of the three main playable Nopon characters, don't count Kino. Kino I don't count. So honestly, Tora's gonna be down here in C tier with his. He's got some weird fetishes. Let's put it that way. You loved Rock. He also should have had a larger role after Chapter 3, but he got short end of the stick by Mal. Yeah, I like Rock. I really do. However, just because of the way in his character development in the story, he really did get the short end of the stick. It's the same thing. Rock, I think Rock is in the same boat as Stromark. Both good characters, really strong. Like, they had the potential to be really strong characters, but the Monolith just does nothing with those two characters at all. Where did I... Yeah, see, Rock and Dromark! My tier list makes sense, guys! Adam's father. Again, I respect his character, so we're gonna put him in C tier. I respect this man. Because him being like the ruler or king or whatever you'd classify that as of Torna at the time. But still, like, he carefully considered the actions that he took. And that really strikes a chord of mad respect for me. However, him not being in the story much doesn't allow him to go up very high. Small rant. Seen in Chapter 7, Rex has sights Rock in the middle of the scene, and then towards it, by the end of the game, he's using the junk sword while he says Rock's side. Dude, Monolith, why you do this? Why you give Rock the short end of the stick? I agree, Clink. Rock's voice in English is very annoying when you fight with him a lot of the time, in my opinion. Turners, the meme, the myth, the legend. Without Turners, you wouldn't have funny Zeke Man. So we're actually going to put Turners up in A tier. Pandora, Zeke, Turners, those three, the power triplet, the Turners is the guy. Turners really helps define Zeke and Pandora's character earlier in the game, and really is just the embodiment of their personality. If you had to add, like, if you literally had a manifestation of Zeke and Pandora's personality together, it's Turners, man. It is totally, would be exactly Turners. Adam's brother, don't remember his name, sucks, don't like him. Like, the man just whines all the time and just like, I'll get my way. Well, cry, sub. Dude, shut up. Nobody cares. So looks like we're getting into Xeno X territory now. I don't know how many of you guys played Xeno X, but you need to. Mind you, I know these characters' personalities. I don't remember all of their names. So forgive me. Never have, because never had Wii U. Fair enough. Understandable. Hopefully Xeno X gets ported over to the Switch sometime. It is vastly different from 1 and 2, guys. Xeno X is vastly different from 1 and 2. However, in my opinion, the combat is superior to any of the other ones, and the fights actually have a challenge to them. Story, main story. See, where Xeno X shines is in the combat and in the side quests and in the exploration of the world. Like, Xenoblade X is fabulous in everything except for the main story. The main story is just okay. So, but mind you, I won't remember most of these people's names right off the bat. And yeah. So actually, let me just pull up a quick character list. Let's go with Xeno X playable characters, just so I have their, because I know what they are if I see their name. That's not right. That's not a full character list. Dude, I just want all these characters. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. X had the best world in side quests, and I think for combat it can be argued between X and 2. That is true. 2's combat is really close. I think if Torna's combat is better than 2's combat, but 2's combat has its own unique flair compared to Torna, and X is the perfection of the arts palette. And it's absolutely incredible once you learn how to play it. That's going to disappoint me because normally I play RPGs for a great story. Yeah, that is understandable. But mind you, side quest storylines, the side quest storylines for Xeno X are absolutely incredible. They are insanely good too. Clink, thanks for the follow, man. Murderous! I knew, like I told you I could pick these guys out. I couldn't remember her name. All about the money. I honestly can't remember why exactly. I remember it was something, but she just wants to live in luxury. She's a solid B tier, C tier, B tier, C tier. Honestly, I like her character. She's all about money, and she's kind of plays an evil side, so I really like her character, and she just, I don't know. Even though she's kind of crazy, I kind of like her. So, okay, I said love Xeno X, but I honestly don't remember a lot of the side characters that well. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember a lot of their personalities, but like this one's all about the money. She's kind of crazy, and she, yeah. Alexa, the gearhead, absolute fanatic for the skells and tech, and has a really, she's kind of a ditz at the same time, but like, but she's mainly a ditz because she's so focused on skells and her love for skells. Honestly, she's in the same tier as, this was Murderous, by the way, and Alexa. I think this, what, Bose? Yep. Don't like him at all. He can go down to D tier. Actually, we'll demote him down to E tier. Don't like his character development at all. He seems super self-righteous like all of the time, and it really annoys me. He acts like he's the best man in the lot. Celica, though. Celica's story, man. Celica, best girl Xeno X. Not hands down, mind you. She is actually tied for another best girl in my opinion. So we'll get to that. But Celica with Rock, man, Celica's just so sweet, but like caring, but at the same time she's just kind of reserved. She's reserved to herself, and like we don't even know what race she is. Like we don't see any more of her kind at all in the story, in anywhere. So Kyoka, 2's combat became my favorite gameplay of any RPG I've played once I understood how to do things properly, like sidestep mechanic thing to cancel autos with Rex. Before that I had really bad first impression. Also only recently played it, was originally playing along Chugga's. Oh yeah, and his tips and stuff helped me know what I was doing combat wise, but I've since 100%ed the game because I fell in love with it after finishing it in Torna. Ultimately became your favorite game of all time. Dude, I completely understand that. I gotta say, in terms of combat wise, I like Xeno X the best overall, but Xeno X is very hard to understand and get the hang of. Xeno 2's combat is absolutely incredible. You don't fully understand anything, but you don't have to understand anything about that combat system to be able to play it and feel like you're making progress in the combat. Feel like you're doing damage. You don't need to, like, you'll feel like you're doing damage even if you don't know what you're doing. That's what's so good about Xeno 2. It's so good at getting the new player just happy and ready to play. But it is so deep in all of its statistics and everything that it has on top of that. It's insane. It's like Xeno 2's combat is made for all players. And it's only expounded upon even more in Torna with the Vanguard switch. If Xeno 2 had the Vanguard switch, it would be absolutely incredible. Bose has sick of his butt. Hates aliens for no reasons. Wants you to call him Sensei because he's a weeb. Just isn't very likable. Please throw him into the other trash tier. You know, you make a good point. I'm not going to say he's utter trash. Sorry, but I won't demote him to F because I totally forgot about his hate for aliens and like, dude, Bose, please learn. Yeah. Bose is pretty bad. I can't remember his name, but he's Riz's companion. So this is Riz. Riz is not in the story for very long, but Riz, in my opinion, solid S tier villain. In the story of Xenoblade X, she doesn't make a lot of appearances. She's there in like chapter 8. I think she's there in chapter 9. But I am a sucker for a psychotic character, like I've said. And she is probably my favorite of all the psychotic characters in the Xenoblade series. And it is just fabulous. Fabulous. Her compatriot, don't remember, it starts with a D. I don't remember. He's just kind of there, going along with her scheme, so he's just kind of down there in the C tier. He's just kind of like, I don't really know what he's doing. Riz, she's kind of cool. We just don't see enough of her. That's true, but she's one of the most primary villains for a couple chapters. It's the same reason I hate him, as she's clearly racist towards Ardanians. Nim. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. With Nim being racist towards Ardanians, she's kind of like the nature blade in a way, but more on the animal side than the actual like nature plant side of things. Obviously you have Flower Boy. Yeah, but he's like the plant side of everything. So that makes sense. We've got Doug. I don't really like Doug. He can be down here and like the he's just kind of there in the story. Elma though, Elma is not the second best girl. But Elma's solid S tier, amazing combat, great voice acting. Everything is just so good. Also, Xenoblade X has probably the best animation out of all three of the stories. Like the animation in that game is just crazy. But Elma's story development, animation, all of her combat abilities, everything just makes her incredible. Incredible. As far as personality-wise, she's not my favorite personality-wise, but she definitely has good and noble and good intentions. Yeah, she really is like the main character of Xeno X. Yeah, I don't really think there's enough development there for her to hate Ardanians as much as she does if you pull her late in the game like I did. Yeah, and that makes sense as well. We've got what's his name's brothers? Fogg's brother. Let's see, Fry. That's right. Fry, I don't really like him all that much. Yeah, I like Doug more than I like Fry, but Fry's just a drunk. Fry's just a drunk, man. Like, come on. Then you got Pretty Boy here. Pretty Boy, I'm not HB, okay? Dude, like, HB is literally Pretty Boy. Xeno X Superior Specimen Hologram. I can't remember. There's some weird thing with him where he has freaking HB. One of the holograms you can put in Xenoblade X is him posing shirtless. And it's like, I can't remember what it is. Superior, it might be Ultimate Specimen. HB, Xeno X, HB posing hologram. Images. Yeah, I can't see. Oh, nope, it's right here. Okay. In case you want to know, here it is, right here. That's HB. Dude, he's so annoying. He's so self-centered and everything, and eventually he kind of breaks out of his shell a little bit. But like, what the heck, man? You just click on this and it's just there. Okay. I don't remember this character's name. She's just kind of there. She's not really a good enemy or anything. She's just weak in there. So she's down there. When adorable, cute, has a little crush on our friend, what's her name? Crap. I'm really bad. Why am I forgetting? Arena. Has like crush on Arena. Has good character development, things like that. The only thing that sucks with him is that you have to be at Affinity 1 with him by, I think, chapter 11 in order to progress the story. So it kind of sucks and they don't tell you about it. Hope. Absolutely adorable. Love her character. She's so selfless in everything that she does. So I'm gonna put her up in A tier. She's just really cute. Oh yeah, go shit. I can't even say her name. I didn't even know how to say her name in the story. Yeah, you fight her in chapter 4, and I think you fight her in like chapter 3 or 2 or something. Whenever you go to Noctilum, and then you fight her again in another place in Noctilum. No, you fight her in Oblivia. Oblivia? Yes. Arena, man, hard-headed, really good, but her character is actually pretty deep. But she's kind of really does not like murderers at all. But like honestly, her character is very much a go-getter, kind of let's go get this done, and I respect that. We've got Nagi. Solid S tier. The best affinity quest probably out of all of the affinity quests is with Nagi. Except for maybe Yelv. Yelv has a pretty solid quest too, but Nagi's character is just supreme. We've got Lao. Lao's character, solid A tier. Man, how do you even describe Lao, man? I don't know. I don't really want to give too much away with that. Just know his character is extremely well done in the story. Not extremely, but it is well done. So just know he is incredible. Lynn, though! Lynn! My freaking best girl, Lynn. Love this girl. In Xeno X, she is so fantastic and adorable. She's cute. Like, Maxie, thank you for the follow. Yeah, we're finishing this tier list soon. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes doing this. Yeah, but Lynn is just absolutely incredible. She has the Monado hair pieces and everything. You gotta update your emotes. Oh, man. Yes. Wait, Maxie. I didn't recognize your name here. Did you just show up? How dare you? Maxie, have a good stream. Thanks, Maxie. I like Lin, but I think she's kind of dragged down by Tatsu. Funny thing is, I think Lin actually drags Tatsu up. I like Tatsu. Don't at me. I like Tatsu way better than I like Tora, and I just don't like Ricky at all, man. Like, I guess where did I put Tora? Tora and Ricky are in the same tier, but really, Tora's up here, Ricky's there, and Tatsu's there. Tatsu A tier, dude. What? Tatsu's A tier, buddy! Yes! What? Fight me, man. I love Tatsu. Tatsu's great. He's the only Nopon I can tolerate. And he's not even a playable character, man. But he's the main Nopon in that one. I'm sorry, if I bring Tatsu down to B tier, it means Tora's going to C tier and Ricky's going to D tier. I won't do that. Plus, Tatsu's amazing anyway. Tatsu-Lin combo. Like I said, Lin's character brings Tatsu up, in my opinion. That's what it is. I have the hot take that Tatsu is better than Tora and way better than Ricky. It is a hot take, and I'm sticking to it, man. L, noble character. Amazing. The only one of his kind in the story. And honestly, he's basically just, if you want to describe his personality, it's merchant. That's what he is. You think I know the main character's name. Okay, for the sake of not starting an argument that will last till the end of time, just say you're wrong with Tatsu. Fair enough. That's fair enough, man. But the reasons you don't like Tatsu are probably the reasons I do like Tatsu. Let's just leave it at that. I don't remember main enemy guy's name, but honestly, E tier sucked as a villain. Don't care at all about what's his name. He actually, this is like the leader of NLA. Luxar, yeah, Luxar is just horrible. Actually, you're right. He's utter trash. The president or whatever of NLA or whatever you'd call it strikes me with a wrong chord. And I don't know why. Mia, crazy. Just Mia, honestly, she's just happy-go-lucky and just not crazy, but she's just kind of an airhead, just gets herself in trouble all the time because she's not thinking about her actions. So she's great. Fog also up there as well. Fog is just quiet character, highly respectable. The one thing I don't like about him, though, is he holds resentment towards his brother for what doesn't seem to be a good reason at all. I don't recall where I put Fry at. Fry's somewhere on the list. There he is. He's right there in E tier. Dude. Yeah, Luxar sucked. Oh, it's Rock. This is Rock. Honestly, I don't really care much for Rock. He's kind of down here in D tier. Doesn't really add anything to the story. I think Rock is there more to complement Celica and to give Celica a better character development. Van Damme, easily S tier. Easily S tier. This man is amazing in all that he does. All that he does, Van Damme, is incredible. Yelv, solid A tier as well. Honestly, Xenoblade X in general, I think, has solid characters all around because they develop them through side stories and affinity quests extremely well. These two people, I can't remember their names. They are absolute. She's probably more like a B tier character, but she is like the assistant to the leader of the cat people, the furries. Yes, whom I don't remember, but he is an A tier. Very noble character. I don't remember their names. I can't remember their race either, and I feel really ashamed about not being able to remember their race. Man, that's sad. I don't recall who this is. I know their face, but I can't recall. I recall the face, I just can't recall what Xenoblade it is, and therefore I can't recall. I think it's Ricky's wife? No, I think this is Tatsu's mom, right? Or is that Tatsu's mom? We'll just put that down there, and I don't know who they are. No, that's Ricky's wife. No, that's Ricky's wife. We'll just put those both down there. I don't know either. Those two are so confusing because they're so similar. We've got Mecha Fiora's actual Mechon form. Honestly, highly respectable character. Let's just actually classify this one as Lady Maynith. I like Lady Maynith more than I like Fiora. Mecha Fiora. Lady Maynith was just... I don't know. I don't even know how to describe that. Wait, this was Lady Maynith, wasn't it? Lady Maynith, man. I think she has extremely noble character. And just like... she's not there a lot, but she's there always. She's the background character of background characters, but is just so incredible and adds so much to the story. Gato, honestly, I like him better as a sniper than I liked him as an actual person. So we're going to put him down there. This one is Zord! Zord! Zord's actually great. I love this man's character. I like him. I can't remember where I put Metal Face. I put Metal Face in the B tier because Mumcar and Metal Face, I've defined them differently, which you can go back and see that. But Zord's great, man. He's up there with the Mumcar level of villain. So good, so good. Only brought on by tears when you do all of the quests and learn who Zord actually was. Yeah, and then this is Yaldabaoth. Yaldabaoth! Why do I remember Yaldabaoth, but I can't remember freaking, like, other characters' names? Like, I couldn't remember Mumcar's name, but I can remember Yaldabaoth. What's wrong with me? I don't know. Yaldabaoth can go on there with Egil. Where did I put Egil? Did I put Egil C tier? Yeah, Egil C tier. So Yaldabaoth is going to be on C tier as well. Yeah, I don't know. But I do, here's the thing. Mumcar and Metal Face, I consider two totally different characters. Mumcar, Metal Face I consider the Mechon in Mechon form, but Mumcar, I would also define it as being the Mumcar in, like, the Mechon, the Mecha Mumcar, I would define as Mumcar as well. So, I understand why they're all separate like that. I kind of define everybody a little differently. So, in Yaldabaoth's name literally taken from a god. Yeah. Anyway, there's the tier list. I don't really know what else to say. The complete tier list is right here. If you have any complaints, you can go ahead and just yell at me in my Discord. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of hate for the Fiora and the Mecha Fiora stuff. This dumpster fire of a tier list. You're probably right. You're probably right. Honestly. Yeah, I don't like Fiora that much in the story. She's still really good, but she's just not like A or S tier good. Nowhere near best girl, man. Melia is just so much better than Fiora. Yeah, this was like Mecha Fiora, I think, has more character depth than just Fiora in general, but that's only because Lady Maynith provides her with more character depth. So, you'd argue Mithra is better than Fiora. Yeah. I would say that is a fact. but the only reason that Mithra is in the B tier is because Pyra's in A tier because Numa is in S tier. So that's why that is the thing. Yeah. But here's the thing, I don't really like Fiora's character as, like, you know, before Mecha. I don't like regular Fiora all that much either. You don't really see all that much of her. Then she cuts her hair. Why? At the end of the story, don't cut your hair, man. Your hair length was perfect. Perfect. Yep. The horrible tier list. Yell at me all you want. Yell at me all you want, okay? Let's save that. I think it's fitting for Mithra to be right beside Milton. I was actually super surprised, like, this tier list actually fell in place fairly well for me. Because I think Milton and Mithra, they are a perfect pair. The thing with Mithra that really gets me in Golden Country is I don't feel like there's really any character development with her. She's just basically a whiny brat, and then all of a sudden they force a switch on her. Granted, yes, Milton dying would do that and would cause some extreme trauma for anybody, but I don't feel like Mithra's personality in Torna matches Mithra's personality in Xeno 2, and that really bothers me. Like, I understand, like, yes, traumatic experiences can change things, but there's still an essence that would be the same. I just don't feel like it's there, if that makes sense. So, is this Zufar, or am I thinking of something else? Anyway, that's the tier list. Let me know what you think. Yeah, I'm going to post this on YouTube, the entire 1 hour and 20 minutes of me doing this. Oh, man. Man. It's not supposed to match it, but I do think it's there, just not as prominent. Like her slapping Rex and things like that. I mean, it's there, but it's not quite the same. Like, the thing with it, I think the main thing that bothers me between Xeno 2 and Torna is that in Torna, Mithra doesn't feel experienced as a blade. But in Xeno 2, she feels extremely experienced as a blade. Like, she's been doing it all her life, which, I mean, technically is true. But, like, I don't know. And also, like, technically Pyra was born from Mithra's suffering from Milton dying. So technically Mithra should be the supreme form of everything, but it's not. It's Numa, so that implies that Pyra has always had a consciousness while Mithra was active. A lot of weird stuff that goes on there. Like, Mithra, I think, is a good character, but I like Pyra's character more, and Numa just as a whole, like,